Reflecting on the Reading Critical Positions lecture and its focus on sustainability and its impact, I approached the deconstruct task by working with peppers. However, I feel like I fell short as I only used 12 frames to create a stop motion loop. I realized my animation felt unpolished compared to the rest of the classes, as theirs appeared more refined. That said, I found something interesting on how the organic quality of the peppers transform into a robotic, repetitive motion when played on a loop. This unexpected juxtaposition of natural and mechanical elements added an interesting layer to the loop. It made me consider how the medium of stop motion can manipulate the perception of everyday objects. I really like Garg's work for that week's takeaway task, where she used the red, blue, and text to create a striking visual with a sense of urgency. I thought next time I should use a multiplane to record my stop motion animation, as it would look smoother, similar to what Naya did. So I tried two different approaches to that. I thought that God's idea of juxtaposition could be applied to my animation using red and blue to create impact frames. "3D was challenging. For class, I attempted to 3D scan my plasticine model, but the results were poor. I noticed missing areas and reduced the quality, so importing the model was impossible. I tried it several times during class and at home, but it was very hard to do so. When I had to 3D scan an object at home, it worked perfectly, leaving no detail behind. But in class, I don't know what happened, but it just didn't want to import. And the quality was bad. I didn't mind modeling the plasticine creature in Blender, as I already know how to Blender my way through, but I would have preferred to do what the rest of the class did and use the own model we built in class. I found Rococo to be too janky, so I preferred to use Mixamo. And then I tried to do 2D and 3D combined by myself, modeling it on Blender as well as drawing the 2D bit on Procreate and then adding my own sounds later on, as well as adding effects. For the 2D and 3D class, I wanted to try subverting the idea of having a 2D character in a 3D space, by flipping it around and placing a 3D character in a 2D world. I achieved this using cameras in After Effects, which I have never done so before. So it was challenging to understand how a camera could move in a 2D world. The effect wasn't as prominent as I wanted it to be, so I decided to move the grass in opposite directions to create a sense of depth, which reminds me a lot of this scene in the Avatar.